Welcome everybody to Season 9 of the Albuquerque Vipers Madden 07 franchise, or at least the preseason. We're going to take a look at some of the new players and even the old players on the team and get a little sneak peek, I guess, a little preview of what this season could potentially look like. We're going to start off by hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. They selected quarterback Alan Thomas first overall. They actually traded up to get the first overall pick because they went about 8-8, I think, something like that, this past season. So obviously that's not bad enough to get the first overall pick. But they traded up and got him, and he is an 88 overall starting out his NFL career. So he looks like he is primed to succeed. His first ever chance to drop back in an NFL game, and he's going to get sacked. It is in the preseason though, so it's not going to matter. And then on third down and long, he connects with former Viper Alex Smith at the 49-yard line. Thomas dropping back to throw again. He's got time and fires this one to the left side for a wide open Jerome Jefferson. Albuquerque missed horribly because they did a run commit accidentally. I was trying to just do other stuff, and apparently the game was like, nope, that's going to be a run commit, which meant Jerome Jefferson was wide open for 6. Orlando Cross is only going to be playing the first drive of every game. That's kind of my policy with him now ever since the 2011 preseason when he got hurt for the entire season. He's looking to throw the football again, floated over the middle. A beautiful pass to Trey Francis, who's working on that 1-year contract we gave him during the restricted free agency phase. Here's a run by Kirk Figgins, now taken to the right side. Running back is really an interesting spot for us this season. We have 4 guys who all could potentially be considered starters, but they really got to battle it out. My goal is to really have them just kind of just change out, be interchangeable, and hopefully we can get someone who does eventually rise to the top to improve they are the better running back and can take a good handful of the carries. We had a nice 4th down conversion. Unfortunately, we couldn't get in the end zone on 2nd down as Vaughan Lewis couldn't hold on to it. But on 3rd and goal, Phillips on the corner route. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. We've tied things up. No, we have not. We're down by 1. In this first game here, I felt like going for 2. It's what we're going to do for every touchdown we get in this first preseason game. I was going to do that in later games, but kind of just forgot doing it. Got into autopilot mode when it came to the extra points, but we will take a 2-point lead. Cross is going to be riding the bench now as Ray Dawkins enters the game for us. He's escaping the defense here, and he gets into open space. Gets pushed out of bounds all the way out at the 45-yard line. He looks to convert this 3rd down now, and he's going to roll right into a sack. Dawkins and Cross are actually 2 of the fastest quarterbacks in the league, and DeJon Beasley, the rookie we drafted this season, who we're going to see later on in today's video, he is actually one of the faster quarterbacks in the league too. Pittsburgh will end up getting a stop on that 3rd down play, though. And now Jerome Jefferson is running loose, and he is gone. Pittsburgh is going to recapture the lead. That was a huge run there, recapturing the lead for them. But we're not done with this first half here. Jamarcus Ward downfield, out across the 30-yard line. The Vipers are going to use their first timeout of the half. Brian Dawkins looking to air things out again. Did I really just call him Brian Dawkins? My gosh, his name is Ray Dawkins. That is disrespectful to Brian Dawkins, although Ray Dawkins is putting together a pretty nice performance here so far today, and he's going to run this one in for 6, and that is going to tie the game up at 14 apiece, and we're going to keep the offense on the field to try to give us a 2-point lead, even though hitting the extra point would just obviously give us the lead, and we probably should have just gone for the extra point, just going for 1 instead of 2, as that is going to keep things tied at halftime. We face an early 4th down as we start off the second half, but Dawkins can run for it, and he's got it. Keeping the drive alive as now we are out at midfield. Dawkins fires off his back foot downfield. He's got Alan Graham, the 2nd-year receiver, inside of the red zone. Here's a run by Kirk Figgins. Nice blocking set up there. He's inside of the 5, brought down at about the 3. Goal to go Albuquerque. Dawkins dropping back to throw. Throws in the flat for Trey Francis. And he has a touchdown. And the Vipers are going to recapture this lead. Once again, we're going to be going for 2. Play fake here. Dawkins under some immediate pressure. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be picked off again. Fourth quarter time now. Chris Hill is in the game for Pittsburgh at quarterback. Here's a toss to the right for Nelson, and he has a big third down conversion. Chris Hill, former Cleveland Brown and Dallas Cowboy. He started off his career looking like he could be a potential starter, but he's mediocre. If I had to compare him to a real NFL player, it would be Brock Osweiler, mainly because he's a real big guy, maybe not the most accurate. That's not, obviously that's not a ton of praise for him. We do have an injured player, as you saw there. Quaim Holt had to leave the game. Luckily, it was nothing too serious, and he will be back for week 2 of the preseason. Meanwhile, Chris Hill is trying to lead the Steelers downfield on a game-winning drive. This throw is going to be caught by Fincher, and he's in the end zone for 6. Pittsburgh is going to be wise and just go for 1 for the extra point, and they are going to take the lead with 1:47 left to go in this first game. So now it's up to Ray Dawkins to try to lead this team downfield and win the game. And he's going to throw a terrible interception. Not the best read. It didn't help that he had pressure right in his face. And then Alan Graham was around the area where he had to tackle the defender. He gets shaken up, but also will return in next week's game. Luckily, the defense does get a stop, but that's going to force a field goal, meaning we have to get into the end zone within these last 15 seconds. Going deep on this play here for Jamarcus Ward, and the pass is going to be broken up. We're out at the 40-yard line as Pittsburgh did actually kick the ball out of bounds, giving us some nice field position. Dawkins is going to take off and run, and that's going to make this last Hail Mary attempt a little bit easier. We need 48 yards. It's a high snap for Dawkins, rolling to his right, firing downfield for Ward. He is in the end zone. That's a walk-off touchdown here in the preseason. A spectacular way to start off the preseason. Pretty similar to that national championship game we just saw in the Montana State video. Check that game out if you haven't. Even though we weren't in it, it was a fantastic game. So now week 2 is going to be against the Minnesota Vikings. They were one of the worst teams in the league last season, finishing with a 3-13 record. They have a terrible offensive line, which will be shown off today, and they kind of have a quarterback issue. A couple years ago, they drafted B.J. Tubbs, but he has regressed, especially in this last season. I really thought he was going to be good. He's actually their third-string quarterback now. Currently, Charlie Fry is the starter. Play fake here, and Fry's going down. John Kelly came in on the blitz. That's going to force a Minnesota 3-and-out. Orlando crossing the offensive route here. Here's a quick strike to Fitzgerald, who's breaking away from the defense, and he's going to take it the distance. 10-5 touchdown as he high steps into the end zone for an early lead here. Quick throw from Cross as Minnesota sent 8 guys to blitz on the play. He just had to get away from the first 2 defenders there, and no one else was even near him despite him getting up there in age. He still has some pretty solid speed, and he's still actually the highest rated receiver in the league. Minnesota looking to bounce back from that. Here's Chuck Starks getting taken down in the backfield by Baron Cleveland, who's looking to have a huge second year. Now on 2nd and 13, Fry is going down, sacked for the second time today. This time it's Eugene Thomas. Now on 3rd down and long, Fry looks to set up the screen here for Starks, but he threw it low. Starks picks it up. He runs over Baron Cleveland, still gets brought down for a loss, and Cleveland slow to get up as he got bullied on that play. Luckily, he will also be returning very shortly. We've got some great field position, though, because that was still 4th down and 21. Dawkins on 1st down, fires it to the end zone. What a throwing catch to Charles Phillips. Double man coverage. Once again, a linebacker was put on him. That is not the first time a team has decided to put a linebacker on Charles Phillips, but he even had safety help there, and Phillips still came down with the touchdown. That was a Dawkins dime right there. That pass is going to be caught by Beal. Fry, I don't even remember where he was last. He's kind of been bouncing around the league as a backup. I know he was with the Jets at one time, but now he has an opportunity to revive his career late into it as a Minnesota Viking. 3rd down and 2. They've already converted a couple of 3rd downs on this drive, and they're going to do it again as Daniel Manning missed on a potential pick 6. Instead, Chuck Starks gets just outside of the red zone. Despite Minnesota's offensive poor play so far, Fry is 5 for 5 passing. He's also been sacked 4 times. 3rd down and 15 now. Fry looking to throw. How about another sack? This time it's Roger Wicks forcing 4th down and 21. Minnesota will get on the board with this 51-yard field goal attempt. Just 13 seconds left to go, and we're looking to convert on third down. This pass is going to be caught by Phillips, even though it wasn't intended for him, and we're going to use a timeout with 9 seconds left. Can we do another Hail Mary? Not for a walk-off touchdown, but just for some extra points. Looking Jamarcus Ward's way again, and he does it again using that 99 speed. Ward really in a prove-it year as he's just on a one-year contract this season for us. And so far in the preseason, he has really been impressive. Albuquerque puts in Dejon Beasley in this second half. Now he's going to get an entire half to himself. Granted, it is with the backups, but I really want to see what this guy can do as a third-string quarterback. Beasley looks to throw again, and he's got Trey Francis, a tight end I absolutely love. He's already made a couple of plays in this preseason, and he has a big third down conversion there. Play fake, Beasley fires this one down the seam. It's another touchdown for Jamarcus Ward, and can we just admire that throw by Dejon Beasley? That was an absolute dime he dropped right in the bucket for Jamarcus Ward. He's only played one drive, but already looking very impressive, and Ward continuing his impressive day. Andrew Walter in the game now for Minnesota. He most recently with the Tennessee Titans before this, and that's a nice strike to Kelly on third down that's going to convert it. Going 5 wide here on second down. Walter floats over the middle, and he's got Plummer. That's going to get them into Vipers territory. A fresh set of downs here for Minnesota as we draw near the conclusion of the third quarter. Chuck Starks is going to get the carry. One of the better running backs in football, picks up 9 yards. They're going to face second down and inches now. Walter looking to throw, and he's going to be picked off by Steve Farr, and he's going to return it near midfield on that brand new contract of his. I really like him. He's up to number 2 as a middle linebacker now, just behind Quaim Holton. I really like what he can do. Here's a 4th down and 11 that we're going for because we can, and Beasley connects with Graham. Great throw, great catch. Love seeing these backups ball out. Beasley once again wants to throw. He's going to roll to his right and fire for Ward inside of the 5. No touchdown for him on that play, though. I think that might just be his 3rd catch, his 4th catch of the game, actually. It's going to put him over 100 yards. Now goal to go. Beasley has a man open in the flat. That's Greg Riddle, one of our rookie running backs. Actually, he's our only rookie running back, but a rookie-to-rookie connection here to just really finish out this big-time blowout against Minnesota. We were definitely the better team, and our defense, especially our defensive line, played spectacular. We got a ton of sacks in that game, and we finished it off 35-3. That's going to take us to our next game now as we host the Michael Vick-led Jacksonville Jaguars. Orlando Cross and this Vipers offense get the ball to start off this third game now. Kirk Figgins to the left side on the first play from scrimmage has a first down. We are faced with an early third down, though. Cross throws in the flat here for Vaughan Lewis, and he's going to get brought down well shy of the sticks. 4th down and 5, Rodney Williams out to punt, or actually to throw the football, but that was a terribly inaccurate pass. That's why he's a punter and not a quarterback. That's going to give Michael Vick and the Jaguars some really nice field position. Willie Parker with some fantastic blocking, a nasty spin move, and it just takes one play for Jacksonville to get into the end zone and take an early lead. Willie Parker's just down to 85 speed, which is a far cry from where he was earlier in his career at 97, but you know what? He's still got it. Jacksonville back out here on offense, and Michael Vick, despite only having 69 speed now, is still out here running around. On second down, here's a fake. Vick is going to throw this one over the middle, and he's got Castle making a great catch there. But Vick got hit pretty hard, and he's actually going to have to exit the game and actually be out for the rest of it. So now Seneca Wallace, former Viper backup, is in the game now. He drops back to pass for the first time today and drops an absolute dime in the end zone for John Anthony. That was a perfect pass. I think that might be the best pass I've ever seen Seneca Wallace throw, and he played an entire season for us back in 2011, but that was a beautiful dime to put them up by 14. Ray Dawkins trying to score on this drive now, trying to get us on the board. It's not going to be happening on this drive, though. 4th down and 16, and we're actually going to punt it this time. Wallace trying to conduct a 2-minute drill, but instead he's going to get drilled in the backfield there for a loss of 3. They're going to spread things out on this next play. Wallace is going down again. This time, Daryl Fannin gets it to him. That is his second sack of the preseason. He only had 2 sacks all of last year, but that will take us to the break where we lead, or actually, we are down by 14. This pass to the left side. What a catch by Jamarcus Ward. Dejon Beasley dropping dimes out here. He got hit pretty hard. He will return to the game shortly, but Ray Dawkins will have to re-enter the game. On third down, it's going to be a run for Greg Riddle. He's taking it to the right side. He has it, but it's not going to count as Floyd got caught holding. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 19. Dawkins looking for the conversion, moving to his left lather. I'm getting my directions all confused. Beautiful throw to Ward, though, to set up 4th down and inches. Here's a fake Beasley, throws in the flat, and he's going to be intercepted. He re-enters the game for 4th down, just to throw an interception to Jackson, who's going to take it all the way back for 6. Albuquerque really in a hole after that pick 6. Beasley fires this one over the middle for Jamarcus Ward, and they just seem to be an unstoppable duo right now. Definitely his favorite target. Beasley wants to throw the football again. He's rolling to his left. This time he's going to stop and fire downfield. Brandon Jones came back for it, and he makes the catch. Huge play here by the offense. Can Beasley lead us on a 4th quarter comeback, though? I find it very unlikely, considering we're playing on 3-minute quarters. Also, considering he's throwing passes to the defense. That's Bob Waller coming up with an interception. He also used to play for Albuquerque. So now the Jaguars are looking to extend their lead and put this game out of reach if it isn't already. Another nice run there by Willie Parker. Russell Reed tried bringing him down on that play. He injured his elbow doing so, though. He's going to have to exit the game, and actually he's going to be missing 4 weeks. Luckily, he is a backup safety for us, but he will be missing the first 2 weeks of the regular season then. Less than 2 minutes to go, and our defense will ultimately force a stop. Can Beasley just get us so we don't get shut out in this game now? Here's Ward again making another huge play. I am very impressed with what Jamarcus Ward has done so far in these first 3 preseason games. Beasley to throw on the move for Trey Francis. He has it inside of the 10, and he's going to step out of bounds to stop the clock. Last play of the game now. Beasley throws to the corner. Pass is broken up, and we are going to be shut out of our 3rd preseason game, 24-0. And now, finally, we are going to be playing the Baltimore Ravens. Similar to the Steelers, they took a quarterback in the 1st round. They have a brand new guy here. They did take one, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 seasons ago. He's riding the bench now, though. He is a bum. So now they got Cameron Gamble. We'll get to him as soon as the Ravens get their offense on the field. Here's Ron White lined up at running back, not fullback, and he picks up a solid gain. Blake Flowers is someone we haven't seen a whole lot of, and that's because he's been doing a whole lot of that so far in the preseason, either going nowhere, only picking up 2 or 3 yards, or going backwards. We're going backwards again on 2nd down as Cross is sacked. That's going to make it 3rd down and long. He's looking to throw the football again, rolling to his right. He gets hit as he lets it go. That's going to result in an underthrow and an interception by Mitchell. So here's Cameron Gamble on 3rd down as he looks to throw the football. He's going to float this one for 4, and he has it at about the 20-yard line. Solid first throw to see here by the rookie. He wants to throw the football again on this next play. He's got time and fires to the right side, and he's got his man inside of the 5. Goal to go for Baltimore now. He's under center, and he's going to hand it off. Nope, it's going to be a play fake, and he threads the needle to Wes Welker for the touchdown. I'm not quite sure how he did that right in between those 2 defenders. Very impressive, and Baltimore takes the lead. Ray Dawkins has about 2 minutes to work with here before we put in Dejon Beasley in the 2nd half. He's going to run this one to the left side across the 40, steps out of bounds after picking up 24 yards. Dawkins looking to throw again off the play fake now. He's going to float this one downfield for Fitzgerald, who hauls it in inside of the 10. That's going to be another goal-to-go situation for the Vipers. Dawkins, he wants to throw to the end zone. He fires over the middle for Phillips, and he's going to be just shy of 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Dawkins moving to his left and fires to a wide open Kirk Figgins. Once again, we got a running back wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. That's going to tie things up at 7 apiece now. Gamble's going to try to get one more drive in before he has to ride the bench in the second half, but we're going to put a stop to that as Bailey brings him down for the sack. Just 34 seconds left, and we're looking to take the lead before halftime. Beautiful throw there to Charles Phillips on the left side, an absolute strike. Ray Dawkins has really looked good today. Here's a high snap for him. He's going to throw on the move for Flowers. He's inside of the 10 now, and we're going to use our final timeout. Trying to get us into the end zone yet again. Dawkins floats over the middle, and Ward has touchdown number 4 now. Another spectacular catch by him. That will take us to halftime of this final preseason game where we do lead by 7. Beasley checks into the game for Albuquerque. He hands it off to Riddle, and he loses the football after a huge hit stick was put on him by a Ravens linebacker, and now they're going to have some great field position. High snap for Charlie Hawk, floating this one to the end zone. Martin has the touchdown, and Charlie Hawk got hit real hard after that beautiful throw and catch. Too bad there was no replay to really admire that, but it really was a beautiful throw that tied the game up, and Hawk really had to pay the price. Broken collarbone, out for 11 weeks. Luckily for the Ravens, he's just their backup. Beasley's going to take off and run. Like I said earlier, he's got some pretty nice wheels on him, about 74 speed, which for Madden 07, that's pretty speedy for a quarterback. That's enough to put him in the scrambling position. That's a nice throw to Brandon Jones to pick up a first down. Beasley to throw the football again, and he's going to roll right into a sack. He is still the slowest out of the 3 quarterbacks we have on our roster. He wants to throw for it on 4th down. Instead, it's going to be a strip sack. Jason Babin gets his 3rd sack of the ball game, and that's going to be a turnover in Baltimore's favor as they try to take the lead. Chris Gamble will have to play the remainder of the game for Baltimore. Here's a run by Baron Brooks, breaking away from some tackles, and the defense. What a run. Holy cow, that's got to be the best preseason run I have seen in a hot second. Take a look at Baron Brooks, the backup running back. Ed Ailman is actually on the Ravens. He got hurt a couple games ago in the preseason. That's why we're not seeing him. But Baron Brooks, with that spectacular kind of a play, Ravens might be pretty solid in Ailman's absence at the running back position. On 4th down, trying to get us downfield to tie the game, but we cannot convert that 4th down as Jones is unable to hold on to it, and that will take us to the end of this last game, evening out our preseason series at 2-2. Like I said, Ray Dawkins really did impress me. 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Crossed through 2 touchdowns, but obviously with him only playing the first drive, he wasn't going to do a whole lot. Statistically speaking, he still did play pretty good. What I'm concerned about is the ground game. Ray Dawkins led us in rushing, although I didn't do too much running. As you can see, the most carries any player got throughout the entire preseason was 9, and that was Greg Riddle. I didn't end up giving Derek Gill, our other running back that we signed in the preseason, really late in the preseason. I'm completely blanking on his name. I didn't actually end up giving him any carries. It's kind of tough to do that in this game. I'm going to be making sure that, they do split carries, though, going into the regular season. Just, have them in certain formations and whatnot. And then the defense, I would say they played pretty solid. We do have some injuries, though, including Andrew Hester of the Denver Broncos going into year 3. He's looking to have a big season. He's going to be missing the opening few weeks, though. Cadillac Williams is going to be injured, and so is Robinson, who was our running back in season 1. He is back in the NFL now, backing up Cadillac Williams. So a couple of former Viper running backs in San Francisco. The Giants' fullback is probable. Champ Michaels of the Patriots is going to be out for 3 weeks. Greg Jennings is questionable. The Browns have a probable tight end going into week 1. The Texans lost a rookie left tackle for the season. He was a backup, but still, it really sucks for him. The Ravens lost an offensive lineman for a little bit here. Got some more offensive linemen. Nothing too serious for most of these guys. Mo Stevens is going to be missing the first 3 weeks for Arizona. No defensive lineman hurt, so that's good news there. Michael Turner will be missing the first 6 weeks of the season here. 8 weeks there for Lehman. Hicks is going to be questionable. Warren Larson questionable going into week 1. Terrence McGee is going to be missing the first game. Elias Hobbs is questionable. Ricky Manning signed with the Seahawks, and he is going to be missing 8 weeks. Our very own Russell Reed's going to be out for 2. Baker's going to be missing some time. No strong safeties, kickers, or punters injured, though. One more thing to note, Dwayne Corrals did end up getting signed. He's pretty low on the New York Jets depth chart, but I like seeing that one of my former players has a job somewhere else. Here's a look at our schedule. We're going to start off by hosting the Seahawks, Saints, and Broncos. Hopefully Andrew Hester will be healthy by then for that game. He should be. Then we're at the Bears, playing the Seahawks again, going to play the Giants and the Cardinals before hosting the Redskins on Sunday Night Football. We also play the Bears on Sunday Night Football. No game against Seattle on Sunday night this season, though. Then we host the Cardinals, and then we have our bye week before hosting the Eagles, the Raiders, and the 49ers. We go back on the road against the Chiefs in week 14. Then we're at the Cowboys, at the Niners, and we're going to wrap up the season against the Chargers. And that's going to do it for today's video. I sure hope you guys enjoyed the preseason. If you did, leaving a like would be very much appreciated. But until next time, this has been Jeffrey, reminding you to stay moist.